All right, what's happening, man? So I want to show some love to a fragrance that I've spent a decent amount of time with now, and I'm pretty safe to say that it impresses me quite a bit. It's Maison Alhambras Victorioso Victory, and I'm willing to bet, from the look of the bottle and the box, you can pretty safely bet that you can figure out what they're cloning. The box itself is pretty nice. Another one of these kind of rigid boxes with an inside liner. When they're really tough, rigid boxes, I really don't like throwing them away. For whatever reason, I'm weird like that. Anyways, pretty straightforward. Got the Maison Alhambra logo. You do have some information on the bottom if you feel like pausing it and reading that, if it would so nicely focus, which it didn't look like it did. The bottle itself, gradient black to like dark brown, kind of nice. Like I said, it's pretty obvious to figure out what they're cloning with this bottle. Nothing on back. You do have a sticker on bottom with a little bit of info. Cap itself is relatively lightweight, about average weight. Roughly about an 1/8 inch thick. Sprayer itself is just simple black. The cap, I don't get the cap click. You guys know I love the cap click. I don't get one, but it does slide on relatively snug. Distribution on the sprayer is pretty solid. I have no complaints with that. In fact, let's freshen up our test strip because I love this opening so much. Now, again, in case you can't figure it out, this is a clone of Invictus Victory, a fragrance that I think was pretty solid. As far as I know, I didn't see it get that much love when it came out. I saw a few people talk about it, but I don't think it really blew up. It's safe to say it wasn't some icon that everybody was raving about. Good fragrance, though. I think it was real similar. Not saying it exactly smelled like this, but it was the same style fragrance around, I believe, the same time as, what was the Azzaro's Most Wanted or something? I think they were kind of trying to compete with these dark, romantic, night out style fragrances. But nonetheless, as far as the notes go on this one, what we've got in the top is pink pepper and lemon, in the mid, Alabama and lavender, and then in the base, vanilla, tonka bean, amber. So to simplify it, it is a dark, almost like a really rich, dense, heavy, vanilla fragrance with a little bit of bite from the pepper. I do get a decent amount of lavender as well. It's just a nice romantic night out fragrance. Performance on this one is phenomenal. Now, I don't own Invictus Victory. I have had a decent sized decant that I ran through, and I don't have it anymore, unfortunately, to compare. But as far as my memory serves me, they did a really good job with this one. I would say this damn thing is at least 85% accurate to my nose, and maybe 90% accurate if you're being generous. They did a fantastic job. I don't own that many Maison Alhambra fragrances. There's a few, but I have never really been that disappointed by this house. They tend to do a really, really good job, and I'll be honest with you, for the difference in price between the real thing and this, to me, it's a no-brainer. I know it's sacrilegious to some of you guys. Some people really hate the clone houses. They take it personal. They don't like them stealing the artistry of the creation, if you will. But I'm a cheapskate, and when I can get this for $22 off of Amazon or what have you, compared to $100 off FragranceNet for Invictus Victory for the same size bottle, I think it's a no-brainer personally. Again, roughly 85%, I think they nailed it, but they did a great job. This performs ridiculous off of my skin anyways. I'm getting easily 6-7 hours, and I'll be honest, I probably got 8 safely, but I'm going to call it 6 or 7, so I don't want to overdo it. But when I initially sprayed on, it's very, very powerful. I usually go about 1, 2, 3, 4 sprays. There's maybe 5 if I want to hit the back of my neck as well. Lasts me all day. The first 2 hours are really beastly. I actually haven't gotten that many compliments wearing this one that I can remember, but I'm sure when I walk by people, they think I smell lovely because, again, it's a nice, dark, very rich vanilla smell. It's a very rich, ambery vanilla smell with a bit of a bite from the pink pepper at the top. And on my skin anyways, that pink pepper, that little kick and bite from the pink pepper, it tends to stick around throughout the whole life of the fragrance. The Alabama and the lavender kind of stick around for the life of the fragrance as well. It doesn't change much on my skin. It opens up what it is, and it's a little bit brighter, but as the brightness dies down, it just becomes, like I said, a nice, romantic, in my opinion, night out evening fragrance. But it's sexy It's alluring. Chicks dig this DNA quite a bit. I think this is one you should probably check out. If you don't have Invictus Victory, in my opinion, it's a no-brainer to go with this over the real thing as far as money goes. So I think Amazon, like I said, was the cheapest price. Again, some of you guys hate when I plug Amazon, but over here in Seattle, I get it, overnight, if not same day. And again, that's the cheapest I can find. Comment down below if you know of a cheaper place than Amazon. But nonetheless, no matter where you get it, you're probably going to spend 25 bucks or less. Incredible stuff. They did a great job. Presentation's a little bit... the presentation's not bad, but I think it's a little bit tacky because they almost like one-to-one copied the logo exactly. But all in all, they did a great job. I love this stuff. I had to rant about it a little bit because I think awesome value. They damn near nailed it as far as the scent goes. Performs very well. Again, no-brainer. If you can afford the real thing over this, yeah, it's probably going to be a little better. So, yeah, go for it. But if you want to save some money, Maison Alhambras Victorioso Victory is one heck, for lack of cussing, one heck of a bargain. They did a great job. Hey, do me a favor. Like this video if you did like the video. In fact, like it even if you didn't like it because you'd be doing me a favor. And I know you're a nice person. You'd love to do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't already unless you don't like the videos. But you should subscribe anyways. Until next time, guys, I'm going to leave you how I always leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, and always stay improving. That's very, very important. God bless. Be well. I'm out.